Hello. Sorry I'm late. I was having a snack. I've got these roasted rice cracker things. They're pretty good. Yeah, I was distracted scrolling on Twitter and munching a little bit. Oh yeah, let me get on screen. Sean, my boy Sean, hello. How you doing? How's the wedding invitation adventure going for you? Hope everybody is doing good. Hold on, let me adjust my tracking. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody had a good weekend. It is our first stream of the week, and we are back for some more Pokemon Pokopia. It is also our first stream since crossing the 200 subscriber threshold over on YouTube. In case you didn't know, we are currently sitting at, I believe, 203, 204, something like that. But I believe we crossed the 200 subscriber threshold just shortly after our Little Witch No Beta stream on Thursday. So we're big boys now, big boys in the 200 mark. It goes without saying, but a huge thanks to everybody both on YouTube as well as on Twitch for supporting the channel, watching my videos, my movie reviews, my reaction videos, my current event discussion topics, all that good stuff. I couldn't have made it this far without you guys. And I've said it before here on the channel, I used to be exclusively producing content for Twitch. I would just upload blank, unedited VODs on YouTube, and I never really put any effort into it. I think I never got above like 10 or 12 subscribers on YouTube. I had no motion on YouTube at all. But since we've started multi-streaming on YouTube, since I've started making videos, editing my VODs, all that stuff, we, in just the short, I believe it's 8 months now since I started streaming again, we've already crossed the 200 subscriber mark. So huge thanks to everybody for supporting the channel, for watching my vids. It means a great deal to me that that everybody is so invested in commenting and watching the shorts and engaging in chat and all those things. It means a great deal to me. I feel, even though like my average viewer count is lower than it was back in my PNG tuber days, I haven't had a community that feels this active until now. Like, it really feels like we're becoming a community of our own, and it just means a great deal to me. So, thank you everybody for participating and watching the channel, watching the vids, all that stuff. Also, segue off of that, I do have a new video up on the channel that went up earlier today. I believe 2 hours ago at this point. It is a video that I've plugged a couple times. I let y'all know that it was coming, but now it's up on the channel. My anime picks for summer 2026 video is up on the channel right now. So after the stream is done, be sure to head over to YouTube channel. That is youtube.com/@SugarBearVT. And you can check that out. It's the most recent upload, and it's about, like, I think 11 minutes, something like that. And it's just me discussing all the anime that I'm going to be watching for the summer 2026 season, sort of giving you guys my recommendations, and just giving you, like, the brief little rundown of what each series is, what the kind of vibe is, and also where you can read it if you want to hop on the manga, either before the series comes out or after the season finishes. So if you are an anime fan and that sounds like something you'd be interested in, once again, you can check that out on youtube.com/@SugarBearVT. It is the most recent upload. So, shilling out of the way, I had to plug my new vid. You know how it is. Content brain, content brain. Hold on, let me have a couple more of these crackers before we get into the gaming, because I don't want to be chewing in my mic. Oh. These things are really good. They are, I think twice roasted rice crackers, and they've got like these whole sesame seeds embedded in them. I've got the roasted garlic flavor, but they also come in a bunch of different flavors. These are really good. I've been having these a lot lately because I'm trying to do a little bit more healthier snacking. So these are pretty good if you're trying to watch your weight. Wedding planning's going good? Hell yeah. I am glad to hear it. Disagreements are perfectly natural, as long as y'all are coming together and getting it done. Come to Singapore. Look, I'm already there. I'm already there, bro. I'll be there any minute now. I'm outside your house, outside your house at this very second. If you hear knocking on the door, that's me. Don't worry about it, just let me in. My family group chat is blowing up right now. If the doorbell rings, you'll freak out. Why freak out? I told you, bro. It's just me. No need to freak out. Just open the door. Don't even worry about it. Don't think. Just open it. Okay. That's enough of a snack break from me. Let me go ahead and get the game going so we can get some actual stuff done. Oh yeah, while I get this going, I do want to do a quick shilling for a friend of the channel. Not a shill for my own stuff, shill for a friend of the channel. I don't know if you guys remember, but in the past, a couple months ago, we actually did a visual novel playthrough on the channel for a game called 3 Wishes. That is a comedy visual novel about these 3 cute little anime lolly girls, and they're like the younger sisters of this idol group, and they want to be just like their big sisters, and they get into this quirky little comedy adventure involving this wish-granting deity figure, and things go all sorts of different ways wrong, and you got the branching pathways for how it can go wrong. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I did play that on the channel. Once again, it's called 3 Wishes. But the developer Cupin were mutuals on Twitter, and I just saw that they announced that the game is now free to play on Android devices. It's free with ads, mind you. I know that not everybody's into the whole ad thing, but you gotta make doing free games profitable in some way or another. But the 3 Wishes game is now available to play on Android devices for free. So if you checked out my my playthrough on the channel, or maybe you haven't checked it out and want to experience it for yourself, you can now do that for free if you have an Android device. It's also very affordable on PC. I think it's only like $5 or something like that on Steam. So if you're a visual novel fan and you want to check it out for free and you have an Android device, you can do it that way. Or if you have a strong enough PC, you can also use BlueStacks, the Android emulator. I'm sure you can manage it that way as well. It was a really fun time. Definitely one of the most fun times I had on the channel, like playing just like a random game that happened to fall into my lap. It was very funny. I did a bunch of character voices the whole time. It's kind of like I've been doing for the Pokopia playthrough, but like to a much higher degree because it's just character dialogue. But it was a lot of fun, so I'd highly recommend checking that out if that's the type of thing that interests you. But let me actually get into this game. I just wanted to do the quick shell for the homie Cupin, since Cupin was very supportive during my playthrough of 3 Wishes on the channel. No, Sean, I don't think you were there yet. I believe, if I remember correctly, your first time coming, at least chatting in stream, I don't know if you were lurking before that, but my first time that I believe I remember seeing you in chat was during the Pokemon Champions stream that I did, right? I believe that was you? Yeah, so the Pokemon Champions stream was, ooh, let me see here. The Pokemon Champions stream was about a month after I finished, was about 1 month after I finished the 3 Wishes playthrough. I was blanking there. I saw that somebody left a comment on one of my videos. I got distracted reading that. But yeah, I believe I finished 3 Wishes about a month, maybe a month and a half before the Pokemon Champions stream that you first hopped in. So it was a little bit before your time, Sean, but it's definitely one that I would recommend going back and looking at. I have all those videos up on the channel. It's a very goofy game. This was like before we had all the regulars in chat. Like, I believe when you coming into chat, Sean, was like the first time that like we started getting regular chatters. We had like a couple returning faces during like my Five Nights at Freddy's era, where I was doing FNAF 1 and FNAF 2. I had some returning faces there, but like when you showed up in Champions, shortly after is when we started to get like Shisui in the chat for the Pokopia videos, Phoebe, Mick for Super Mario Galaxy. All the returning faces that we've had lately came pretty much around the time that you started watching. So all those videos up on the channel was pretty much just me playing the game. There wasn't very much chat interaction for those videos. So if you're not really a visual novel guy, but you want to see them anyways, you can watch my videos of me doing that. I am just straight up playing the game the normal way rather than yapping with chat the whole time. But yeah, it's a really fun time if you're into visual novels. I highly recommend it. Yep, it's all on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@SugarBearVT. I have everything organized into playlists, by the way. I'm super OCD about that stuff. So every game I've played on the channel, every type of video I do, whether it's reactions, movie reviews, all of it's organized in the playlist, so it should be easy enough for you to find. Let me see. I did have to close and reopen my my capture card software because it was doing a little audio glitch. That's why we haven't pulled up the game yet. But it sounds like it has addressed itself. So let me go ahead and close out of the music and get us pulled up proper. Okie dokie. Oh, and I gotta mirror my tracking. Why do I always forget mirroring my tracking? Such a rookie mistake. I really wish I could map that to my Stream Deck so that I didn't have to open up the software, but it is what it is. Okie dokie. Oh, and as you can see, I have repaired the the Pokemon counter since the last Pokopia stream. So we should be back in business. Full operations for this Pokopia. There we go. How's my audio sounding, Sean? Do I need to adjust it at all? Since you're in chat from the start this time, you gotta be co-pilot. Let me know how I'm sounding. So I don't just have to wing it. We're sounding good? Alrighty, cool. Alrighty, let me do my little intro bit, and then we can get into it. Alrighty, what's good, y'all? It's me, Sugar Bear VT, and we are back for some more Pokemon Pokopia. Last time we played Pokopia, we finished building, I believe it was the second floor of the Silph building, as well as got a couple new friends, most notably being the Snivy that lives on the little slide in the Pokemon play area. But now we are back. We've built a bunch of new Pokemon habitats, so we should have some new friends. I can already see one twitching in the background over there. And we also have some more places to explore. I know we have some leftover lore to check over in the abandoned ruins section where we found Gardevoir. And we do have the tunnels beneath the Silph building, and I'm sure that there's something interesting going on under there. Also, as you can see in the top right corner, as you can see in the top right corner, I have since repaired the graphic on the PokeCounter that was broken in the previous Pokopia stream, so we should be back in action, fully operational, going forward for the remainder of this playthrough, so let's go ahead and get into it. Now first, I actually do want to check to make sure that counter is correct. So, let me see here. What should our Pokemon count be at? Okay, we have 117 right now, so 117, subtract Ditto, subtract Tangrowth, subtract Pikachu, subtract Mosslax, subtract Smeargle, subtract Rotom, subtract Greedent, subtract Tinkaton. Is there anybody else I should be subtracting? No, so it should be at 109, so I am actually one ahead of where I need to be. So, as always, mental note to myself, next Pokemon we meet, do not up the tally. We've got a good thing going kind of with this stamp right now. I don't know if we can see right here. We've got the Dragonite stamp and the Gengar stamp. I'm not going to keep this Pinsir stamp because I want to, hopefully at some point, get as close to my Pokemon Blue team as possible so that all the Pokemon in the stamps are just Pokemon that we had in our team. I don't know how, like, viable that is, but considering we've got the back-to-back team hits, I feel like maybe luck is on my side with this one. So that's kind of something I've been trying to do off stream, but it'd be neat if I... Oh! Puck lights! I love puck lights. And a modern sink recipe. You can embed them into ceilings and walls. That's cool. Some little mood lighting going for some of the houses. That'd be neat. Alrighty, so I see we got a Twitch over there. I think that's the only one, which is kind of a bummer. We opened up a lot of new Pokemon habitats. But you know, one is better than none. Who do we got here? Hey, Vibrava! You know, even though it's just one new Pokemon, I'd say this is a pretty good start. I've already mentioned before, Flygon is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Definitely... Flygon's Ground Dragon, right? Easily my favorite ground type. So, there's that. Even getting Vibrava implies the existence of Flygon in this game, which is already a great thing for me. So, I mean... Yeah, I mean, just a cool Pokemon to start off with. Hopefully we can get the trace that'll tell us how to get Vibrava relatively soon. Phew, a rest! Oh, hello. It's been a while since I flew. Now I'm tired. If my wings are bigger, I could fly for longer. I want to grow bigger soon. That's cool for you, little fella. That is number 238, Vibrava, the vibration Pokemon. Rather than using its underdeveloped wings for flight, it rubs them together, emitting an ultrasonic wave to attack its enemies. 3'7"? How the fuck is this little ass Pokemon a 3 foot... It's gotta be lengthwise. It's gotta be from like head to tail, but even so, that seems like remarkably long. That's almost 4 feet long for this little baby. 33.7 pounds ground dragon. That's absolutely ridiculous. Oh, we do have another Twitch. Hello. This should be Quilava, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there we go. Urgh, what's your deal, pal? You here to take my home away? I'd like to see you try. They call me the drink. Huh? I thought I was being pretty menacing, but you didn't even flinch. Maybe the heat's messing with your head. Or maybe you're just expertly trained. Okay, my bad. Let's be friends now. When I was a kid, they called me the juice box. But now I'm older, so now I'm the drink. That is 225 Quilava, the volcano Pokemon. We actually do get a pip up for this one. So that is 111. Before battle, it turns its back on its opponents to demonstrate how ferociously its fire blazes. 2'11", 41.9 pounds fire type. See, something about this doesn't sound right. Once again, this is probably doing it based on length. So, in what world would a Vibrava be longer than a Quilava? That doesn't even sound right. That just sounds very off. I don't like the idea. Oh, look at Girafarig. I put a little collection box over by the Girafarig habitat so it would clean stuff up for me. Isn't that cute? Look at that. Love that. Very cute. Any other Pokemon sniffing around? Anybody at all? Oh, we got my glass. Pokemon labor at its finest? Yeah, look. You can't just live here for free. Everybody's got to pay their way. Everybody's got to do their part to contribute to this little society that we've got building. Sure, fuck it, why not? I'll play look that way. Look that way. I got your ass. Look that way. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Is that a dub or is it best of 5? Look that. Woo. No, hold on. Is it best of 5 or did I win already? Okay, I won. Okay, cool. I guess we're heading up over to the Silph building then, since nobody else is fishing around. Anybody up here? No, I mean, we do have a habitat waiting for a Dragonair, but she doesn't seem to be waiting for us at the moment. Ooh, a city cottage kit. That'll be nice. I gotta find a place for that before I end stream. Is anybody occupying this building yet? I don't think, actually, I think nobody's gonna occupy it until I move Gardevoir over near it. I'm pretty sure you have to be within a certain proximity of the trade counter for the Pokemon to automatically man the counter. So let's see. I can't remember if I built any habitats up here. Doesn't look to be. I probably should, though. This is high elevation point, so I can probably get some bird Pokemon up here. Alright, let's see what we got in the newly repaired 3rd floor. You should definitely check it out while you're here. What do we look like? I know that, I think it's like a cafeteria, is what they said they were going to be building. Because I needed to bring Chef Dente over here. So I guess this is gonna... Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I guess this this is like a little cafeteria spot for the workers. Or something like that. Aesthetically, it's pretty different from what I'd imagine an office building cafeteria to look like, but... This office building also has, like, wood paneling in the in the conference room and like a Pokemon play area, so I guess it matches that well enough. The third floor's become a pretty nice restaurant thanks to Chef Dente. Oh, but you mustn't undersell yourself either, sweetie pie. You led this project so well, I can really tell why they call you Dink Master. I do. God, why did we have to bring Dente here? I did not want Dente to leave his area. He needed to stay where he was. Yep, and all we got left is the 4th floor. I'm surprised that there isn't like a top floor repair. Now I'd really like to make a 4th floor someplace glitz and fancy, you know, for prim and proper sorts. But I don't really know anything about acting proper or fancy or anything like that. Do you know a Pokemon who could help us out, Sugar? Pikachu? That doesn't seem like Pikachu at all. Pikachu doesn't seem particularly proper. Okay. I mean, if you say so. If you say so. And I also need to find Matang. I skipped over that, but I'm finding Matang. So I need computer, laptop, or random chords, industrial desk, computer, laptop, and whiteboard. I believe I already have a whiteboard. I believe I have an industrial thing on my desk. So I just need to get some cables, which should be lying around and just anywhere. And I think I already found the recipe for a laptop, so. Cool. I think Porygon is also a recycling type, so there's that. Anything else up here? Any habitats that I can build up? No, doesn't seem to be the case, but let's see. We're about 12 minutes into the video. Oh! Well, here's some cables. Here's a whiteboard. I can build that with relative quickness. What else do I have on me? I already have plenty of whiteboards. I'll also take these cables. No, I don't have room for the cables. I gotta clean out some of my stuff. Let's go check out that new floor, though. I'm sure there will be a spot that we can get a new Pokemon going. There we go. Very nice and shiny. I mean, I guess I could have Dente move in here. Best to have somebody manning the kitchens. I also need to get some power running in this building so that some of the stuff actually works. Oh, what is that? There's like a hidden storage room back here. Yeah, with a bunch of weird switchboards and shit. Okay. You know, I bet you I could build that little habitat in here. I bet you I could build that little space in here. And Matang could do his business in here. That'd be cool. Let me get the startings of getting that up and running. Let me move this box over a little bit, actually. Move that over to the corner. Go. Yeah. I'll move it over here, actually. So that's out of the... Oh! Okay. Perpetual mess habitat. Oh, well, I already have both of these guys, so... don't really mean much. Do I have a laptop on me? Do I have a laptop? No, but I'm fairly certain I have the means to get a laptop. I'm pretty sure I got that recipe, so... What else do I need for the Matang habitat? Need the cords and a laptop. I think that's it. Yeah, just the cords and the laptop should be fine. Let's just put that... Nope, that's seaweed. Nope, that's a chair. There we go. So that there. Now we just need to go get the laptop. Or... We can probably get away with just going down to the... chest. Or... Crafting table. Crafting table, that's what it's called. There's also a laptop right there, but I don't feel the need to steal one. I'm pretty sure I have the recipe. Everybody's chilling out in here. I am fairly certain I got the recipe. There we go. Pokemetal and glass. Okay, let's set up the habitat. Then we can go explore the Goon tunnels. Oh. I was already on the right floor. Not being able to see out the door does not, oh, no, I was on the wrong floor. Okay. Guess we're taking the stairs. Oh! Snivy drops vines. I guess we're walking up. Okay, cafeteria. You know, I am also now realizing I probably should have brought Dente with me to make him move in. Lack of foresight. Professor's Apprentice Program. And it only spawns Matang, so hopefully that'll happen within this stream. Usually if there's only one Pokemon to spawn from it, it happens relatively quickly. Okie dokie. I should probably go clear out some of my inventory before I head down to the Goon tunnels. Just in case I need to pick up any neat new items. Oh! Is that a trace of a Pokemon? Who do we got? Hey, my goat! Okay, I need more pink grass by shaded tree. Or tree-shaded pink tall grass. Also comes in an office storeroom. Could maybe get one of those going in the Silph building as well. But I think I'll go the pink grass route. Because I do have a decent amount of those already down here. So let's do it right here. Why not? There we go. That one's a rare one. I'm not gonna get my hopes up and try expecting that. within this stream. It'll probably be a couple play sessions before I get a Dragapult. Let's see here. What should I ditch? You know, we can probably place a cottage here. Oh, there's another trace. I barely even saw that. Hey, Magneton, that's cool. Mini game corner. So there's like an arcade cabinet thing. What is that? A punching machine, and then any kind of seat. Cool. Cool. But yeah, this is probably a decent enough spot to do a cottage, right? Maybe. I feel like a bigger building is supposed to go here. Maybe I'll hold on to that for a bit longer. Anything? Well, I can drop that off. Probably move some fluff. Move. Actually, I'll hold on to the flowers just in case I need them for a habitat. I can probably put that cleaning supplies somewhere in the cafeteria section just for the vibes. I mean, we freed up enough space, right? Some more sand, I can go put that over by the smelting area. Yeah, I'll put all the materials that I normally smelt in this one. So that sand. I don't smelt soil, so I'll keep that. And I've already got another stack of clay going along, so I'll move that in there as well. And almost another full stack of stone, so I'll move that there too. Okay. Oh, Vibrava's hanging out by the energy thing. That's interesting. Don't fall in there or anything. Hold on. Do you have something to say, Cyndaquil? What's up? Oh, okay. It's good for y'all. I'm happy y'all are getting along. Nothing else going on over here, so I guess we're checking out the Goon tunnels. Maybe the lore. Maybe I'll do the lore first. Because I know I saw multiple pieces of lore over there. I am kind of more interested in the story details than the Goon tunnels. Swoop back by the tunnels in a bit. And while I'm here, let me make Greedent come over. What's up? Oh. Okay. Is that a rotted Lepa berry? Thanks, I guess. Okay, good. He did follow me up the elevator. That was gonna be really obnoxious if I had to walk in manual style. Hey, and there's our Matang. I knew he'd be here quick. Hey, come here, Greedent. Brother, it's a habitat. I know you can live here. Can I seriously not make you live here? I guess maybe because there's no power? whatever. This is gonna be our 112th Pokemon. I'm a small bit sad. I flew in the sky just now, but my speed was slower than before. I was as fast as lightning, but now I'm slow like a breeze. I must retrain. I'm now quietly motivated. Okay. Interesting personality for this Metang. 246 Metang, the Iron Claw Pokemon. It is formed by two Beldum joining together. Its two brains are linked, amplifying its psychic power. 3'11", 446.4 pounds, steel and psychic type. Ugh. Heavy boy. And also weird that it's a recycling specialist. I can't really imagine why it would be a recycling specialist. Unless maybe you, like, visualize the Beldum merging together as being the recycling of the Beldum. You're recycling the Beldum into a Metang. Maybe that's the the thought process into that. Oh, and I got a new recipe. Stone fireplace. Neat. I like stone fireplace. This says it's a house, but where does the house mark? Why can't I make him move in? I don't know. I don't understand the world anymore. Yeah, sorry I wasn't talking. I was trying to chew quietly, so I wasn't just crunching into the microphone. Oh, my environment level increased. Hell yeah. I'm gonna go do this lore first, just because I'm already over here. But I do really want to see what new items I unlocked. Oh, I can drop off midway. Interesting. I did not know that. Alright, first piece of lore. Dear Douglas, the price of vegetables has really gone up here in Viridian City since there's been so little rain this year. Are things okay where you are, Douglas? I hope all that electricity in your city is making life a little easier over there. Anyway, if you ever need help, just let me know and I'll send you some vegetables. Love, Mom. I sure hope Mom is okay. Actually, considering this is in the future, Mom is probably dead, but let's not think about that too hard. Alright, more lore. Daily Porygon 2 nodes. Companies involved in the space exploration industry are at each other's throats these days. I'm feeling the pain of it myself as I've been put in charge of caring for some Porygon 2 meant for the planetary exploration. It's a lot of work. Today, one of those 3 Porygon 2 seems unwell. I ordered a patch that sounded effective and applied it, so I hope you'll feel better soon. Okay. I wonder what was making the Porygon 2 not feel good. I'm sure one of the other pieces of lore swimming around here might give me the answer. Oh, I see. I see. Another waterfall, and now we got the water mill working. We got electricity again. Cool. I feel like there was at least 2 more. I think I saw one on the far. Oh, here's that item that I noticed. I forgot about that before. Wall monitor. Cool. I believe I used one of these in the... No, it says it's new. I could have swore I used one of those in the little restaurant that I repaired in the... Whoa! Okay. I wonder, can I swim up this if I turn into Lapras? We get this sparkly, and then I want to try that. Ooh, something good. A recipe. It's the damn music mats again. I don't care about the music mats like that. Do I float up? That would be a no. Disappointing. I guess we're going back up manual. What? Is that twitching by that tree already? That doesn't make sense. There should not be twitching this soon. Hello? Who are you? Oh! I forgot that we hadn't gotten Dreepy or the other one. Yeah? You don't talk? Huh? Your body feels so weird. It's so squishy. You're fun to poke. I don't want to stop. Maybe I'll poke you again sometime. Okay. This is our 113th Pokemon. Number 260, Dreepy, the lingering Pokemon. In the evening, groups of Dreepy will fly at high speeds over the ocean and poke at Pokemon in the water for fun. 1'8", 4.4 pounds, Dragon Ghost type. Very cute. I love Dreepy. And Dragapult's easily my favorite Pokemon in that gen. I believe I said that like a couple streams ago. But I'll say it again, because it's true. And now, since I am over here, I might as well check what new items I got. Oh, a bunch of new ones, huh? Claim all those. Big money, big money. Office locker, city cottage. Some kind of fancy furnace. What the hell is that? What is that? Fancy furnace. Where's my fancy furnace? You'd think it would be up here with the other energy things. What is this? Metallic smelting furnace. A high-performance metallic furnace that can quickly process metals and other materials. Hey, yo! I've been doing things inefficiently this whole time? That's crazy. Oh, and I got some evil organization HQ habitat and heart-pounding surprise habitat. What are these? It's gotta be pure. It's gotta be Persian, right? It's gotta be Persian. I can't imagine what other Pokemon would spawn in what is clearly like Giovanni's couch. And then heart-pounding surprise box. Oh, it's gotta be Gengar, right? It's literally Gengar surprise box and some noise thing. Maybe Haunter, maybe like hard maybe Haunter. Because it's a 2-star, not a 1-star, but I don't know. I feel like that's gotta be Gengar. Ooh, window pane. I needed that. Okay, let me get a couple of these kits as well. Because I actually do want to build some of those. I'll probably set those up in a little bit. Not right this second. Move that in here for now. Just to save on space. We're getting close towards the end of this video, so I do actually want to head back over there and check for that last piece of lore. I wish the things went like 1.5 times faster. They're just a tiny bit too slow to feel convenient. I really gotta like Google how I'm supposed to get Green to stay in that spot. I actually do think this like prefab kitchen is probably a better place for him than the busted up kitchen in the Rocky Ridges area. Where's the last piece of lore? I know it's around here somewhere. But what is that? Something... No, that was just a... Whoop! Didn't mean to do that. It was like a wooden beam of some kind. Any lore? Any lore? Oh, there's like a little tea set thing over here. This probably is something important. And I swear this is like a Pokemon gym. It's gotta be Sabrina's gym. Oh, there's lore. I don't think this is the lore I was looking for, but definitely lore. Hacker's Confession number 6. Been a minute since we had a Hacker's Confession. In order to escape the oh, let me water. In order to escape the disaster, humanity would temporarily take refuge in space while Pokemon would be safely stored in a computer system. This was the general overview of the plan, but no computer system will keep running forever. The Foundation planned to send a select few members back to the planet at regular intervals to perform ongoing maintenance. But for humanity to survive in space for any length of time, it would take a tremendous amount of energy. I calculated that even a slight deviation from the original plan would result in insufficient energy to return, leaving humankind stranded in space for dozens or even hundreds of years. If that happened, the essential system protecting the Pokemon would eventually cease to function. So okay, well, first off, that's almost 100% what happened with all the Pokemon that like randomly appear when you build the habitats. I feel like that's gotta be like the Pokemon PC system failing and then coming out. We've mentioned before a couple times while reading the lore, and I've mentioned as well as when we add the new Pokemon that so many of them have zero idea what's going on, where everybody went, when things got different. So it must be like a suspended animation thing within the PC system, and I feel like this is probably as close as we're gonna get to direct confirmation of that, if I had to guess. So, let's see here. So I decided to add a little touch of my own to the system's programming. First, it'll continuously check the weather data across the globe in search of environments that can prove even slightly habitable to Pokemon. Next, if maintenance is not performed for a long period of time, the system begins to approach its limit. It will release the Pokemon most suited to these... Okay, literally, if I had just kept reading like another few sentences, it would have directly confirmed what I was already thinking. Got it. Of course, ideally humans will return someday and live alongside Pokemon once more, but on the off chance humanity never returns from space, I think releasing the Pokemon into a wild world rather than leaving them asleep in a computer would be a happier outcome. It may sound strange coming from the program's creator, but I hope it never has to run. Preston, what's up? What's up? How you doing, homie? I do believe that there is one more piece of lore hidden over here somewhere. Where might that be? I remember seeing it over on, like, the back end, I feel like. Somewhere over here, maybe? Maybe higher up? There's an item, but I swear I saw more lore. Mirror ball. I don't need a damn mirror ball. Well, it can't be further than this, because the gates are usually, like, the stopping point. Is it in here? Is it in the gym? No. Okay. Okay. Back around here, maybe? No, I guess I got it all. Okay. Well, that's about as good a place as any to call it for the first video. We've read all the lore in this little ruined town area, so I'm gonna call that, mark that here, then I'll get another timer going for the next video in just a sec. 113, Preston, is the number of Pokemon that we have encountered in this game so far. 113 is the number of Pokemon that we've encountered in the game so far, other than the named Pokemon. Any Pokemon that has a unique name, I didn't mark them, but yeah, we have 113 Pokemon across the various areas in the game so far. Do I have an Android? No, I do not. I am an iPhone user. A lot of VTubers are iPhone users because the iPhone has naturally really good cameras, really good front-facing cameras. So it allows me to have more precise tracking for my VTuber model. So that's why I use iPhone. Alrighty, folks, we are back over by the Silph building. We're going to keep it going here. I have mentioned a couple times that I want to check out these Goon tunnels beneath the Silph building, so that's what we're going to do here. Judging by the size of the mountain, or by the size of this landmass, I don't even think you would call it a mountain, there's bound to be a ton of stuff going on in these tunnels, so... Another rare Pokemetal ingot, and what looks like a tunnel there, but I can't dig that out. I probably gotta dig it from the other side. So let me check one of the other tunnel entrances. Did I check out the closed beta trailer? I did not. I did not check that out yet. I ended up going like way over time in the previous stream. So, since you did stick around, I just didn't have time for it. I ended up streaming for like 3 hours, just about, so I didn't have time for anything extra. Let me check this other tunnel. Okay, this one seems a bit bigger. Some iron... Oh, okay, hold on. This one goes down. This one's, like, bigger. Like, way bigger. Okay. Got the crystal formations over here. You know, I just had a really cool theory about what in particular happened in this area to make it look like this. Because all the other areas that we've encountered in the game so far, it's like a very clear, like, environmental thing. Like, the volcanic ash covering the rocky ridges, the drought in the wasteland area, the power outages and flooding in the bleak beach area, but this one is like massive levitation and random crystallization of the environment. So what if in this area Sabrina didn't store her Pokemon? What if like her Alakazam, or maybe even like a Mewtwo, what if it's not even one of her Pokemon, just had like a psychic meltdown because of the state of the world and because of the environmental damage going on, and that Pokemon having a psychic meltdown levitated all of the land masses that form up Saffron City, it split up all the buildings, and it caused other things to crystallize. Because thinking back to Pokemon the first movie, Mewtwo was able to completely shift the weather patterns, levitate. I'm pretty sure that there's direct examples, I think maybe from the second Mewtwo movie, not so much the first, of Mewtwo legitimately just like crystallizing things with psychic energy. So I'm like, maybe, dude, maybe this is an environmental one. Maybe this is just like a Pokemon having a fucking meltdown. Because I don't know what kind of environmental fuckery could be happening to turn things into crystal and cause islands to float up into the sky. Whatever's going on here feels like distinctly different from what's going on in the other ones. Okay, and I saw that goes down further, even further. Oh, and it's got the whole opening over there too. Hold on. I'll check the opening first and then I'll go down deeper. Anything else? That's some kind of like what was obviously like a pre-built like tunnel system going on beneath here. I don't know what Silphco what specifically Silphco would want to be doing down in like a cave system. Okay, well this is the entrance that I saw from over there. That's where, like, this comes into. But there's also the stairs. I'll check it out if I have the time, Preston. I'm not particularly invested in the closed beta aspect of it because I've never been accepted into a closed beta in my life. I have signed up for numerous closed betas, and I have never once been accepted into one. So, checking out the beta trailer doesn't really mean much to me if I'm not gonna get into the beta. But if I have the time, I will check it out. Okay, so it seems like there's like a trench where more water would run through. And like overall, and there's some scaffolding over here. Oh, okay, I remember there's like a broken down elevator up top, so the elevator must lead down here on whatever this was supposed to be doing. Yeah, if I check it out, it would be at the end of the stream. Not during. Okay, so the water's going off that way, but what should be coming from up there? Interesting little spot that we've got going on here. Interesting. All right, let me check down. Let me see where it goes down further. Sure. Why did you ask if I had an Android? Enlighten me. Fill me in. I am getting blown the fuck up right now. Okay. Okay, this is the down spot. Okay, that goes like way down. Hold on. Okay. See something sparkling over there. What the hell is... Oh, no, it's got to be crystal underneath it. That's why it's sparkling. I was like, what the fuck is that? But... okay. I don't see why it led me down here. Or why there's, like, a thing leading down here. Oh, there's this. Oh! There's a Pokemon over there. Hold on. Is that Poliwrath? Hey, yo, the goat? I love Poliwrath. Weird that he's just chilling over here on this island by himself. What's up, dude? Number 114. Huh? You're a new face. What's your deal? Going around building towns and hoping more Pokemon will show up? Dang. That's super rad. But, you gonna be okay with those floppy noodle arms? No offense. I'll probably be fine. Probably doesn't exactly inspire confidence, pal. Alright, let me tell you about some real good training spots I know around here. I'll take you there now. Follow me. That is number 211 Poliwrath, the tadpole Pokemon. The muscles it has developed through swimming are thick and powerful. When it lands a square punch, it can turn huge boulders to dust. 4'3", 119 pounds, water and fighting type. You know, he's still shorter than me, but 4'3" is also a lot taller than I thought Poliwrath would be, so I'm actually still pleased about that in like a roundabout way. I do prefer it when final stage evolutions are like as tall or taller than me, but I just naturally assumed that Poliwrath was like a smaller guy, so 4'3" is a fair bit taller than I thought he'd be. I think that's pretty cool. Alright, where are you leading me? Oh, and there's one of them furnaces. Pick that up. Nope, didn't mean to pick that up. That was a mistake. Place that there. Office table recipe, that's nice. I can use that for the restoration of the museum as well. What the fuck is it over there? As you can tell, this spot's surrounded by super solid sand. And let me tell you, punching this stuff with all your might is an equally solid workout. Of course, a single punch is all it takes for a powerhouse like me to pulverize the sand. Don't worry, you'll get it someday. Until then, you ought to train here. Oh, and be sure to clean up after yourself. No leaving a sandy mess around for others, got it? It's just common decency. It might take a few decades, but if you manage to bring me 6 blocks of ordinary sand, I'll be impressed. Sure you can't use for sand for anything, but you can't throw it away. That's just common sense. Actually, you can use sand by melting it into glass. So try collecting sand, I'm sure it'll come in handy. I wonder what Poliwrath will do for me if I crush up this sand for him. What the fuck is in there? 3 pieces of fluff. Okay, the reason I asked you is because I was going to say downloading an app called TapTap. You can play a Nemo, because the Nemo is on Android only. Android you can sign up to play. Like I said, don't have an Android device. They don't really do much for me. Oh! Some kind of like ghost or psychic area? Maybe this is like Sabrina's little hangout spot or something like that? I don't know. Yeah, this is a really interesting building. I'm not sure why this, interesting furnace would be inside an area followed by like a psychic thing, but still cool all the same. Alright, let me offer up this sand to Poliwrath. What? You already got 6 blocks of sand? For real? I was sure it'd take you at least a decade, but I guess you're more amazing than I gave you credit for. And good on you for picking up after yourself, too. Too bad sand's totally useless, huh? Apologies for the repetition, but there is actually a way to use sand. You can light a fire in a smelting furnace, then use sand to make it into glass. Glass can be useful as a building material. Oh hey, since you're clearly a genius, maybe you can help me out. Sorry to ask, but could you come with me for a sec? Okay, sure, why not? Have I allowed people to play with me? Not since back in the day. I haven't done any collab streams. I haven't done any plays with chat type streams in a while. The last time I did was back when JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R came out. That was back during my PNG tuber days. During those days, I would let people do matches with me online because it's a fighting game. But I have not done that since, and I have no immediate plans to do so. I'm very cautious and protective about who I let on my stream, who I play with on stream, just in case I don't want anything to go wrong or go bad. So I'm very closed off about it right now. If you climb up to the top here, there's a dojo just a short walk away. Oh, a dojo's like, you know, a place where humans train and stuff. I love spending time there. Okay. Seems like there used to be an elevator running here, but it's totally busted now. If you're gonna build up this town some more, Pokemon can live here. I'd love it if you came swing by the dojo. So I was wondering, could you fix up the elevator so folks can get to it? Yeah, I'll give it a shot. For real? Thanks, pal. Alright, listen up, because I'm going to teach you how to fix the elevator. How does this Poliwrath know anything about fixing an elevator? He didn't even know that sand could be turned into glass. Oh, do I just... See how chunks of that ladder are missing? Yeah, that's the problem. So to start, could you fill in the missing spots and make sure the ladders all connect? Once that's done, I'd like you to climb the ladder and see if there's an elevator platform there. To sum it up, the first step to fixing the elevator is to connect the ladder, then climbing up to the top to see what the deal is. Okay. It's only 13 minutes into this video, so I can definitely do that. I do already have the recipe for the ladder. That's right here. 15 should be plenty. But yeah, I used to be a little less hesitant to do stuff with chat, but especially now since I don't really do collab streams, or at least I haven't started doing collab streams again. I might at some point in the future, but I haven't yet. It's just not a very high priority for me. Most of the games that I play on the channel are single-player, story-driven titles. So, it's not a high priority for me at this time. Hey, can you hear me? Looks like you made it up safe. Do you see the machine hooked up to the ladder? That should be a big silver thing. Yeah, I see it. Oh yeah, I knew it! That's an elevator platform. Now all you gotta do is put another one of those down here and BAM! It's elevator time. Which brings us to step 2 of how to fix the elevator. Come back down here for a sec. Is he gonna teach me the recipe? Alright, time for the next step of fixing the elevator. That's right, you guessed it. We gotta make another elevator platform. How do we do that? I thought you might just come up with an idea on the spot, but I guess that'd be too easy. And I've got no clue how to make something like that, so now what? Oh right! Alakazam knows all kinds of complicated stuff like that. Maybe we can ask him. Okay, new plan. Go find Alakazam and ask them how to make an elevator platform. I'm pretty sure they were living in a spot like this the last time I saw them. Okay, so just the surging psychic power spot. Got it. What do you think that crystal ball at Alakazam's place is made of? Maybe glass? Okay, well now I know how to make that, so I can make all the other psychic power spots that we found about in the last Pokopia stream. You know, the broken window panes around here remind me of a crystal ball. Maybe you could use them to craft one. Well, I already have plenty of glass, so... And there's already a ball. Oh no, I needed to make a ball. Got it. There we go. Oh, it eats twine too. Interesting. Right, and we just sit it in front of the pillar. I have restored the surging psychic power spot. So I assume this is either Abra or Alakazam. Alakazam is the rare one. But I did notice that Alakazam is only a 2-star despite being the final evolution, so that's giving me some good vibes about that surprise box spot. Maybe that really will be a Gengar. That'd be very nice if it was. Hold on, there's sparkling? Hello? Is there water up there? Oh, let me go check. I don't hear the sparkling. Where would the damn water be? Oh, hold on. Oh, there really is a dojo up here. I assumed he was just being silly and there was like something that he used as a dojo but wasn't actually a dojo, you know? Okay, well there's water here, but that's not where the sparkle is. Where the fuck do I go? Well, I also see the Alakazam is there now. Oh, and there's lore up here too. Ooh. Damn, now I gotta get all the punching Pokemon to move over here. Move them away from the wasteland. Because obviously they'd be more happy in the dojo. How the fuck do I get back down? Where did I come from? Oh, well, he's already here, so very convenient for us. If I'm not mistaken, you're a Ditto, right? Well, isn't this a sight to behold? In all my years, I've never seen a Ditto transformed into a human. Well, you clearly didn't watch the original anime. Number 115. Or the Detective Pikachu movie. You're clearly just not locked in at all on Pokemon Media. Speaking of humans, I don't see any around here. So how were you able to transform into one? Oh, no need to answer that. Just musing to myself. Because he read our mind? Yeah, a little funny psychic humor. That's number 215. Oh, that's cute! He's number 215, and he's also the 115th Pokemon we've encountered. That is how serendipitous. Number 215, Alakazam, the Psy Pokemon. A Pokemon that can memorize anything and never forgets what it's learned. That's why this Pokemon is smart. 4'11", 105.8 pounds, Psychic type. Cool, 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 cool. Okay, Alakazam, can you tell me how to make an elevator? Oh, hello. How can I help you? What's that? You want to make an elevator platform? I see. Well, you were correct in assuming that I know all the answers. That I know the answers to all the small mysteries of the world. But I've been asleep so long, I can't seem to shake the fog from my head. It may take some time before I remember all the things I used to know. Okay. Or rather, that's certainly how it feels. But for some reason, how to make an elevator platform is one thing I do remember clear as day. Are you listening now? Here's what you need to do. Cool. Thanks, pal. I appreciate it. If you connect 2 elevator platforms with a ladder, the elevator will start moving. Actually, it's not limited to just 2. As long as they're connected by ladders with no gaps, you can line up 3 or even 4 elevator platforms, and they should still work. I wonder, would that mean that 4 is the max, or is that just, like, the way he's wording it? Like, could I do, like, 6, or what? For some reason, all my knowledge about elevators and only elevators has come rushing back to me. I'd love to see that knowledge put to good use. Would you please build one for me? Yeah, sure. Glad it's all working out and that everybody wants the same thing here. What do I need for an elevator? Oh, there it is. Glass, concrete, and Tinka gears. Got it, got it. Oh, it needs to be placed like 1 step back? Is that it? Oh, okay. I smell what you're stepping in. Cool. Back down we go. Alrighty. Damn, he is floating high up there. It seems you've successfully built an elevator platform. I'm pleased to learn my memory didn't fail me. Now, all that remains is for you to set it up properly. If you could connect two... Oh, I've already done all that, bro. Catch up. What's up? The elevator's finally finished. Thanks for helping me out, Ditto. Yep, that's... Oh, hold on. You have more to teach me? Something to teach me, perhaps? Dang, I can't believe you seriously fixed up that elevator. You're something else, pal. Alright, what do you say we hop in this elevator and ride it to the top? You lead the way since you did most of the heavy lifting. I'll be right behind you. Now take me up to that elevator. Yep. Come along. Dang, that was so easy! Elevators rule! The dojo's over this way. You should come check it out since you're here, Ditto. You know, it would, now that I'm even thinking about it further, it definitely makes sense to bring the Hitmonline over here at the very least. Because I'm fairly certain that, the fighting dojo is where you can choose either Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan in Pokemon Red and Blue, if I remember correctly. So, fitting place to bring the fighting types. Well, what do you think of the dojo? Kind of run down, but it's got a nice vibe, right? Not gonna lie, this is my favorite place to be. Now that I've seen what you're capable of, I want to ask for your help with one more thing. I don't have a place to live, you see, so I was wondering if you could make me a home that feels like a dojo. Okay. Yeah, that's doable. I'm just gonna move one of these things over. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me look at that again. What did that look like? And where the fuck is it? Ah, there. Oh, so the other one just needs to be pulled forward. You'll be back? Alright, I'll see you in a bit. I guess this one just needs to be pulled forward. And then this one needs to be moved over. Got it. Let me put this back. And pull this. Like this. There we go. Easy peasy. Oh, and somebody else can spawn from this too. Maybe Politoed? Maybe Politoed? Oh, well, let me clean this up a bit while I'm here. Break up some of these rocks. And I already have the recipe for the tatami mat, so that's nice. And I'll probably put these right by the entrance. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. Love everything about it. Alright, now let me get this lore. Black Belt Weekly, Volume 48. Os! The Fighting Fist and Feet is a new karate dojo now open for business. Beginners welcome to join. Pokemon welcome to attend. Everyone who signs up this month will receive a free karate gi as part of our welcome giveaway. Punch like Hitmonchan and kick like Hitmonlee. To join, just call the number below and... Hey! Damn! That's pretty dope. I think I'm actually gonna keep this one. I am actually gonna keep this fit. I fuck with this one a lot. Well, good thing we went through the trouble of coming here and fixing it up. I'll have to do most of the repairs here in my off-stream time. I don't wanna waste too much time doing a rebuild and stuff, because I imagine that's not very fun to watch. Hey, what's up, bro? Whoa, thanks for making me such an awesome place to live, Ditto. If you ever need a hand building up this town, you can count on me. Just give me a call if I can ever help with anything. Cool. Appreciate it, bro. I can... Where's the thing? Where's the elevator? Why is the elevator in such an inconvenient spot? I'll have to clear up this cave a little bit, too. What? Oh, yeah? Is, Poliwrath coming down of his own volition? How cool. I have now witnessed a Pokemon using an elevator. Neat. Alrighty, well, I think that's all the business I have over here for a little bit. No, I want to find out what the fuck that noise is! Where's my damn Sparkle? Welcome back, Preston. There you are, Sparkle. Sea glass fragments. Hold on. Is that lore? Oh, hello, hidden lore. This week's must-see highlights. The internationally acclaimed and award-winning film, Dream, If Only We Could Meet, will finally make its small screen debut on the 9th of this month. They met and went on a journey together in a dream, but when each awoke, the other was nowhere to be found. Was it nothing more than a dream? Perhaps. We hope you enjoy this wistful and heartwarming story of a Gengar and a Miss Magus. Hey, yo! That's the photo we got when we first arrived in this area. It was a screen grab from the movie. That is bitchin'. Oh my god, I love that. A fucking Gengar x Miss Magus little romance story? Is that what we're doing? I fucking love that. Go back to my original place? I don't know what that means. What do you mean by that? What is my original place? I'm confused as to what you're referring to. Damn, this is a long elevator. Alrighty, well, now I gotta clean this area up a little bit, because I didn't even know this elevator was functional. To the location menu? This? I mean, I'm covering the map. Or do you mean this? I'm not sure which area you mean. Location menu, location menu. I don't know which menu you're referring to, Preston. Go to the Withered Wasteland? I'm not really trying to go to the Withered Wasteland in this stream, because it takes time to travel from the areas. The Withered Wasteland being the first one means that I gotta go through like 2 or 3 different gates to get there, and that's just gonna eat up all the remaining time from this stream. I'm going to end up back over there eventually, because eventually I am going to need to go over there to connect all the gates. But for now, I want to focus on this area here, actually make some progress. Hey Ditto, you got a sec? It's about the first floor of this building and its entrance. What do you call it, a foyer? Anyway, I was wondering if we could jazz it up here a little bit. Right now it's kinda meh. What about this machine, you know? The PC at the Pokemon Center. You can get all kinds of items from it, right? Think you could nab 2 pop art sofas and plonk them down on the first floor? I got a feeling that'll make this place look really nice. Oh, okay. I mean, we've got these kind of high-class sofas over here now, but I guess if I put a pop art sofa, it would kind of give like a kid's waiting area vibe. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I could see myself doing that, like putting it like over here towards the back. Because realistically, if I was bringing my kids to an office building, I probably wouldn't want them too close to the elevator, so that they couldn't just go somewhere without me knowing. So let's check that out. Still no sign of Dragonair over here. No twitching over by the Pokemon Center one either. No sign of Greninja either. Damn! Where my new Mons at? Once again, big money, big money. Pop art. There we go. I'll get 2 of them. Anything else in here that I want? Actually, yeah. While I'm here and it's at the front of my mind, I do want to get one of them fancy furnaces. Fancy furnace, fancy furnace. There we go. Do I have Drifloon? I do have Drifloon. You meet Drifloon in the starting area. I can probably replace this one with the big one now. Get rid of that. And add this. This big mamma jamma right here. Wait, does this one only do metallic stuff, or? No, it can smelt sand too, so it's just a more efficient one. I've already done plenty of the doll stuff. The thing is, it takes time for you to go through one of the Dream Islands. If I try to go to a Dream Island in the stream, I'm going to be going into overtime. And if I do that, I won't have time to do the reaction video, Preston. I know you want me to look at the Amino trailer. So, you don't want me going into overtime for this stream, bro. I know you really want me to see that reaction, really want me to react to that trailer, so... We're gonna have to put a pause and not do the Dream Island. I've only got a couple minutes left in this video, and once I wrap up this video, I'm gonna be wrapping up stream soon. And the only other thing I got to do is react to that video. Let me just put down these pop sofas, these pop art sofas for Poliwrath. There we go. Probably put like a little table between them. Maybe. Or maybe I'll do like another one over here on the opposite end. One of these right near the vending machine. There we go. Alright, talk to me. Dang, those pop art sofas look great! Thanks a bunch, Ditto. Now that's how you make an entrance for a building. Or at least I think so. Well, I'm glad I'm glad I could suit your design aesthetic. Who's sad? Who is sad and why? Why is Tinkmaster harassing Swablu? I don't like that at all. Well, from the looks of it, that's probably about where we're going to be wrapping up this stream. I don't see any other Pokemon waiting to be met. Gave them ample time, and they have yet to show up. And, it's kind of done all that needs to be done. So, I'm gonna head back down here, give it the once over, just to make sure that nobody's waiting for us. And yep, that's looking pretty quiet. So, I guess we're about done here. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it for this video, then I'll head back over to chatting and do the wrap-up, and I guess, hit this little video game trailer reaction. So, give me just a sec, and we'll do that. Okie dokie. Hit this save. Damn, that took a little bit to save. That was a little bit longer than usual. Weird. Okie dokie. Oh, big stretch. Oh, free me from this decrepit body. From this mortal shell. Oh, no, 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 no. Okie dokie. Let me see if we can't get something going. Fucking beta trail. Dropped 2 weeks ago, I believe. Official closed beta trailer, I believe that is the one. Oh. I also see that they've released a new gameplay showcase, Preston. Would you rather me do the gameplay showcase, or should I stick with the beta trailer? Or do you have a preference? Just fill me in on which I should do, because I'm only going to do one. So, would you rather the gameplay showcase, or would you rather the beta trailer? If you don't tell me, I'm just going to pick for myself. So, be quick about it. Oh, I'm not seeing an answer, so I guess I will just stick with the closed beta trailer, since that's what you were originally asking about. Then again, I like the look of the gameplay showcase more. It's also longer, though, which means that I gotta put more effort into editing it. What to do? I think I'll stick with the beta trailer. So let me get this pulled up. 2 weeks ago, minute 58 seconds. I'll do the version that was posted on IGN. Alrighty. Let me head on over to this page. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Here. Blah, blah, blah. Capture card off. On. Okay, there we go. Let me move myself. I want to move myself over to the side. Oop. Okay. Let me see how I'm looking here. Maybe a little bit lower. A little bit like this. Sure, that looks fine. Let me peep my audio settings. Maybe a little bit louder. There we go. That seems fine. Alrighty, let me do a little intro bit for when I upload this to YouTube. Alrighty, what's good, y'all? It's me, SugarBearVT, and we are back for another Amino trailer by request of somebody in chat. Here we've got the official closed beta trailer. This one came out about 2 weeks ago, I believe, during the whole Summer Game Fest stuff, so we watched the other trailer before. I believe that was the trailer for the previous closed beta, so it'll be interesting to see what, if anything, has changed between that trailer and this one. I will also be trying to sign up for this beta, so on the off chance that I do get in, I'll check it out on the channel, but there's no guarantee of that, at least for now. So let's see what they've got for me. Okay, very Minecrafty in terms of this blocky building, which is interesting. It's also really hard to tell what kind of aesthetic this game is, because it's like a weird mix of like fantasy and like modern and futurish. I also noticed like the big gachapon building. That's probably where you would like pull for characters, if I had to guess. I like that little UFO one with the little dangly levitating legs. Okay. These designs are okay. Okay, I like this one. I like this one a lot. The little octopus gotcha machine guy. I like this a lot. That's a very cute design. I don't know. I feel like they're playing a dangerous game, having them throwing cubes and shit, bro. We all saw how Nintendo handled Pal World throwing the spheres with the Pal spheres. I mean, these are cubes, not spheres, so I feel like they're like a tier safer. But throwing any type of object to capture one of these little creatures, I feel like they're asking for trouble. There's the raid eggs thing that we saw last time. This kind of, this little kind of goober that they were fighting there kind of reminds me of Shiapu from Hunter x Hunter. Got a little Pokemon-esque battle arena. So I guess they got PvP. Oh, there's that little goo guy that I was liking in the last trailer. My little night goo guy with the lava lamp body. Oh, this guy looks like a pre-evolution of my goo guy. I like the cheesy little theme song that they've got going here. kind of feels like, I'm gonna call it now. I'm saying it right now. As Switch 2 is my only console experience right now. I feel like they're kind of hitting an L, not trying to get this thing on Switch 2. But I also feel like it makes a lot of sense that they're not trying to put it on Switch 2 because Nintendo might literally eat them alive. I don't know if this could ever be on a Nintendo console, to be completely fair, but let me do a little click through here, see look at some of the more interesting stuff that I noticed throughout the trailer. Right here, got some kind of, let me mute the thing while I'm talking. Got some kind of like restaurant thing. This seems like it's going to be like a central city hub type area, to where I feel like out in the wilds where you're typically encountering the Anemo creatures, whatever they're called, you're probably not going to run into many players. This central hub city, futuristic city type area is probably where you're going to run into like more players, assuming it's like an MMO style thing, and you can run into players without like inviting them to your same lobby or whatever. If I had to guess, this'll be the area where most of that happens. I see this little lizard dude back here. I like this little lizard guy with the leaf hoodie. I like that. That's a cool design. And then I see my little guy back there, my little gumball gashapon squid dude. I really fuck with that design. And then right here, this little gashapon building thing. This is more than likely going to be where you would pull for characters or pull for items, pull for weapons, pull for cosmetics for your character, anything like that. I am fairly certain that most of the like actual Anemo critters will probably be stuff that you find out in the overworld. Otherwise, it wouldn't make much sense to have a creature capture game where you're not actually catching the creatures. But they're probably still going to have gacha pull mechanics for like character, like customizable stuff, hair pieces, eye colors, preset outfits, all pretty much every cosmetic will probably be done through this little gacha thing here. And what else do we got? Let me skip ahead a little bit. Once again, it's got in the bottom left corner. I'm kind of covering it with my body right now, but it says work in progress, which is another reason for me saying this game is probably not coming in Q3. I'm just gonna go ahead and make that assertion right now. I do not think this game is coming in Q3. This dude right here, I pointed this dude out earlier. I like this little UFO dude. He's got these little conical pieces that levitate around the bottom of his body, and he's almost got these little like chimney stack things on his head, kind of mushroomy in shape, but also very building-esque. I think this is a cool design. This seems like the type of dude that I would fuck with. Anything else? I see they got like a surfing thing, they like a shield surfing thing akin to like Breath of the Wild, which is cool. I like shield surfing a lot. That's a cool thing. And then they've got their little equivalent of Scyther here from Pokemon. Kind of generic-y looking dragon dude, but I really fuck with. Oh, I'm just now realizing the dude that I saw. These are like the pre-evolution, and then this is like the big dude. Okay. Yeah, I like this. I like this dude a lot, actually. This is a cool design. Anything else I saw that was interesting? Okay, they've got their own version of Corsola. This is pretty much just Corsola from Pokemon. Whatever kind of design. Let me see what else. This new little raid boss type character here. This little fairy kind of one. Let me back it up a little bit further. Yeah, I actually fuck with this design a lot. Of the little raid boss characters we've seen so far, this is probably my preferred one. I think it's a very cool design. I mentioned before, it kind of reminds me of Shiapoof from Hunter x Hunter, but upon closer inspection, what it really reminds me of is the Fairy Queen from Berserk. I'll throw an image up on the screen right now so you can see what I'm talking about. Let me go frame by frame here, see if I can get a still shot of it. I'm also going to want a still shot for when I'm editing my thumbnail, too. Get a better shot, please. Yeah, I'm struggling to get, like, a better shot here. Frames. I'm going to trim this down in the video so you guys don't have to see me going frame by frame. There we go. This is a good shot. Actually, I'll screen. Actually, I'll do it later. Getting distracted. This design here reminds me heavily of the Fairy Queen. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Of the Fairy Queen from Berserk. So I'll throw an image up next to that so you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, some new cool designs. We got a bit of a wider understanding of what the gameplay is like. Obviously here we've got the PvP Pokemon battle style arena thing, and also my boy from the first trailer that we watched, the little lava lampy Goonite guy. I really fuck with this design. I stand by that. I feel like the inclusion of this wasn't shown in the previous beta trailer, so the inclusion of this at all might be taking some inspiration from Pokemon Champions coming out semi-recently. We might have to, speaking of which, I might have to do another Pokemon Champions stream soon since we just got that update, but that's besides the point. Yeah, just some overall, a little bit of a deeper dive into what we got going on for this game, and another raid bossy type character here, kind of deer, almost like a shaman kind of character, like a guardian forest spirit kind of look. Pretty cool. I'm not mad at this. Once again, I won't know how much I actually fuck with it until the game is out and I've played it. But for now, from what it just seems like a Pokemon meets gacha game type of experience. And I'm not a huge gacha game fan, but I have the gacha games that do appeal to me, so I am at least ready, willing, and able, to quote one of my favorite reaction channels, I am ready, willing, and able to see what this game has in store. Yeah, I'll sign up for the closed beta, maybe I'll get in, maybe I won't. And I'm at least open to checking out the game when it comes out for like a full release, assuming that other people in the general VTuber space are checking it out. Obviously, it's not much use in me playing it if there isn't like a market for watching me play it. So we'll have to see what the fan reception over here on the Sugar Bear VT channel is. But beyond that, thanks for checking out the video. Thanks for checking out the reaction. I appreciate it, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next one. Peace, peace. Alrighty. Got that ding-dang done. Head back over to chatting and actually wrap things up. Actually mirror my thing back. Mira on the wall. Alrighty. That about does it for this one, folks. As always, thank you to everybody who showed up in chat, everybody who lurked and decided to watch the stream quietly. I know y'all are there, and I appreciate you all the same. Had a good time playing Pokopia, made some decent progress in this area. I'm definitely gonna have to start doing some off-stream grinding to get some buildings made, because that's typically where what the final steps are for increasing the environmental rating, which you need to do to progress in the story. So I'll start getting that, setting that in motion in my off-stream grinding time. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I will once again be back on Wednesday as well as Friday. Wednesday for some more Little Witch No Beta, and Friday for continuing our Pokemon Yellow playthrough that we just started not last week, but the prior week. So, if you are interested in either of those, if you are interested in Little Witch No Beta, that is the Lolly Dark Souls, or if you are interested in some classic Pokemon shenanigans over in Pokemon Yellow, we just defeated Brock, and we are going to be making our way back over to Mount Moon. Any of those things sound interesting to you, be sure to tune in on Wednesday, as well as on Friday. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys for the next one. Peace, peace.